Hello, welcome to my channel, and today I want to talk about how to create blog content fast. Writing doesn't need to be a long, drawn-out process, and especially if you're not a good writer like myself, then you want to be able to come up with a way to quickly create content for your blog that also helps it rank with good SEO optimization. And so, welcome to my channel. Please watch all the way to the end so I can show you how to do this, and after we're done with this video, feel free to take a look around at my channel where I have lots of videos that talk about different ways to make money online, and I review the methods that I use and some of the tools that I use as well. So let's go ahead and jump right into this and get started with how to create blog content fast. Okay, so here's an overview of what we're going to talk about in this video. And when we talk about how to create blog content fast, first we're going to talk about how to get keyword ideas, because you want to find keywords that are low competition so that you can get your content ranking faster, but also that people are searching for. And then the meat of the video, which is how to write content fast. So stay tuned, because I think you're going to enjoy that. And then lastly, I'm going to show how you can automate getting that content sent to your blog so that it's automatically uploaded, and you can go and edit it if you want, or you can actually leave it alone. And then at the very end of the video, I'm going to show you proof that what I'm talking to you about today actually works. So make sure you stay to the end so that you can see the proof. All right, so first things first, let's talk about how to get keyword ideas. Now, there's lots and lots and lots of different ways to get keyword ideas. I'm going to show you a couple simple ways that I use it. There's some programs out there that you can buy. This is Ahrefs, very well respected program, but also pretty pricey. Okay, so you'll see a lot of people talk about this, but it starts at $99 per month. Another one that actually is very popular also is SEMrush. Again, these are very good programs. So, and I actually have a free account with SEMrush, but again, maybe a little pricey to start out. So again, this starts at $120 a month. So if you don't have money for SEMrush or for Ahrefs, then you may want to consider using a really good free keyword tool by Neil Patel over on his website called Ubersuggest. And if you just Google Ubersuggest, this is what will come up. And then what you can do is just put a keyword in. And for this video, the niche that we're going to be talking about is, because I have a dog niche, and so we're going to do dog related keywords. Okay, so let's see what comes up for dog collar. So you just put the keyword in, the country, and then hit search. And it basically, I believe this pulls the data from Google Keywords Planner, which is another free way that you can do it. I just like Ubersuggest. I think it works well. You get some pretty good information for free. And let's see what comes up here. So overall search volume of 135,000 searches. SEO difficulty 78. So that's on a score of 0 to 100. So maybe a little tough to rank for this one. But if we scroll down, it's going to give some other ideas of what we could use. And then kind of their trending, the volume, and then again the search difficulty. So ideally, when you're looking at these different options, you'd like to find a search difficulty that is kind of lower, right? So here, like dog collar with GPS, that gets a lot of volume. The search difficulty is below 50, and so that might be one to consider. Dog collar leather, okay, dog collar for training. These may be some other ones, again a little more difficult. But those may be some ideas. Now, they do give you content ideas as well, meaning you can go and click on these sites because they have articles about dog collars, okay? And so you can get a little information there. Now, in Ubersuggest, they do have a free, a paid plan as well. However, you can get a lot of really good information just from the free plan. So let's go down here and click on View All Keyword Ideas, because maybe we want to search for even a little better one. And so let's see what comes up. So again, we kind of like to look for something that's So like here, 39, dog collar with tracker. Okay, 12,000 searches a month, 39 search difficulties. So probably will be, somewhat easy to rank for that. Here's a 38 on-collar dog tags, another 38 tag for dog collar. And then again, if you want to see more, you do need to either go to the free trial or get a paid plan with Ubersuggest. So what I like to do is, let's go back here, on-collar dog tags. There was another one at 38 that I saw, 39. Dog collar with tracker. Okay, so let's add that to our keyboard. These are some keywords we're going to come back to in a little bit, but dog collar with tracker is the one that we found that looks like it's got a nice monthly search volume. Dog collar with tracker. It's got a nice search volume of 12,100 searches a month, and the SEO difficulty is on the lower end, so hopefully should be easier to rank for. Now, that's what I use as kind of what I call my seed keyword, so that's what I'm going to use initially. And then I go to another free site called Answer the Public, answerthepublic.com, and look who it's by, Ubersuggest. Okay, so and the great thing about Answer the Public, again, it's free and it has paid also, but you can take that seed keyword that you just came up with, put that in here, and then hit search. And this is going to bring up keywords that people might be asking about, okay? So dog collar with tracker, you can see it's working on coming up with questions, and then it's going to work on coming up with prepositions, etc. Now you see the data coming up. So if we go through, there's 63 questions, and you can look at it, visualization, so kind of the different questions, how, are, when, etc., and then kind of maybe easier to and less easy. I just like going to the data. Now with that, you can go on here and see dog collar with tracker, Amazon. So some of these obviously you don't want to, maybe research that. But I just go through and I pick out the ones I like. You can actually download these as well into a CVS file, so you can upload them. But you can go through here. Here's prepositions. Again, I like to look at it in data. And so this is a way to get more keyword ideas. And then the last way to get good keyword ideas is just to go to Google. Okay, so let's put in dog collar with tracker. And then what you'll see are the keywords that are coming up. And look, these are what we're seeing in Answer the Public. Okay, so you can get keywords here, or we can just search on dog collar with tracker. And a great place to get similar related keywords, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, and it'll say related searches. And so dog tracker without subscription might be a keyword to use. Best GPS dog collar might be good. Garmin, so you could do an article just about the Garmin brand. You could do a best dog GPS tracker 2022. But this is, again, a great place just to get ideas, because Google is saying, hey, these are other popular searches related to your keyword. So there's some ways to, so there we just went over a few free ways to get very good keyword data. All right, so if we go back, number one, out of the way, how to get keyword ideas, and we have our seed keyword. Now we're going to talk about how to write content fast. So when I got started online, in 2012, I started by blogging, but not a great idea, because I'm really not that great of a writer. I don't really like to write. It's a struggle for me. It doesn't come natural to me, etc. And so I moved away from blogging, and in the past 10 years I've continued to work online, but I've done all kinds of things. Okay, I could spend a couple minutes listing them all off, but I'm not going to bore you. But full circle, I've decided to get back into blogging because I see it as a really great long-term passive income stream. Okay, but I still have this obstacle that I'm still 10 years later not a very good writer. I still don't like to write. It doesn't come naturally, but I need content, and I need to get it done fast. Well, enter AI generated content, artificial intelligence content, which has really, really come a long way and is very good. And so and there's lots of options out there nowadays. Okay, so I'm not going to go into all of those, but I will show you a couple that I use. One is called Word Hero. And Word Hero is kind of like your typical AI content writer where it gives you all these different types of content that you can write. Okay, so like for a blog, you could have it write your blog intros, write your blog conclusions, your blog headlines, your blog outlines, your blog paragraphs, you get blog topics. I mean, all kinds of stuff. And then they have everything from emails to product descriptions to Facebook ads to, everything. You can see all the options, okay? But Word Hero is like most AI content writers in that it takes some work, okay? So I will come back and show you how it does. Now, I do use Word Hero, and I'll show you how I use it, but I don't use it probably in the way most people use it. What I like to use instead is something called Article Forge. Now, to me, Article Forge is awesome because you get really good quality content very quickly, and it writes the entire thing for you. So let's just jump on in here, and I'm going to show you. Here we are inside my Article Forge account. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and let's get a new article, okay? And we are going to use our seed keyword, dog collar with tracker. Now, it can write articles in all these different languages. And then you can go down, you can decide how long do you want your article to be. Very short, about 50 words, all the way up to very long, about 1,500 words. So I'm going to do about a 750 word article, and it's going to automatically, as you saw those turned on, it's going to add titles, add section headings, H2 tags essentially, and auto-generate section headings. Now down here you can customize it. I always like to add an image and add a video. And then you can also replace keywords with links. So you could say, if you turn that on, you could say, I want that, that keyword to go to a certain link. Okay, I don't usually do that. You can have it automatically post to your WordPress blog. We're going to talk about that in a second. And you can spin it or rewrite it if it integrates with Word AI, which I do not do. And then that's it. So I'm going to hit Create New Article. And as you can see, it's starting to work, and we'll see a progress tracker bar up here as it tracks through. Now, let's go back. Word Hero. What I use Word Hero for a lot is blog intros. And so, what's my topic? Dog collar with tracker. And I say write for me, and you can see it's going to make a nice intro paragraph. Now, Article Forge is going to create an intro paragraph for me also. But a lot of times I'll integrate one of these paragraphs. So as you can see, it just made me 3 different paragraphs. And so a lot of times I'll integrate one of these into my Article Forge post as content as well. And then Article Forge, one thing it doesn't do real great is it doesn't really have a good conclusion. And so this is one of the places I definitely use Word Hero, is writing a blog conclusion, and then I tack this on to the end. Okay, so this is mostly how I use Word Hero. Now it does have a long form editor, so you can go into the editor and you can give it your title, best dog collar trackers, let's just say, and then you can say, come down here and choose what you want. I want an intro. So what's the topic? Well, dog collar with tracker. Let's go ahead and have it write that for me. And it's going to write that intro. It'll come up over here in just a second. And then you can add that, whichever one you like, copy it over here and paste it, and there it is. And then what you can do is so you can see we're at 69 words. And then you can have it write more content, okay? So you can come down here and you can highlight the last couple paragraphs, and you can click the Write More button, and then it should keep adding more content, okay? And so, and you can do this. So add a little more content. Best dog collar tracker reviews. You can hit write more. And so you can kind of go through here and just keep adding content. You can also start with an outline, and then it'll add content, based on that outline. Oops, sorry, let me put that where we want it. And so this is how most AI writers work. You kind of have to prompt them along. But they can put out very good content, okay? So there's no issue with putting out the content. It's just that it definitely takes a little more interaction. If we go back to Article Forge, you can see, it's nearing finished. So it's almost done. And we'll take a look at what this article comes out. So Article Forge, the nice thing about it, we'll talk a little bit about some of the features while it's finishing up here, is it can spit out about a 1,500-word article in about 5 minutes or so. And, that would take you probably well over an hour or two to write it yourself. And using a traditional AI writer, or typical AI writer, I should say, like Word Hero or other similar ones, it probably would take 20 to 30 minutes to get that length of an article, but you could do it in 5 minutes with Article Forge. It keeps all your articles for you, so they're all saved in your account. And then you can integrate it with WordPress. I'm not going to click over because I don't want to have it lose what it's doing here. So you can add your WordPress, and so it can connect and automatically post to WordPress. Remember, that was one of the options down here. Now, I don't use that. I just, copy and paste it myself. It's easy to do, and I don't know. I just like doing it, so that's how I do it. But you can integrate it with WordPress. And if your WordPress site is integrated with Article Forge, this is another great feature I don't use, but it's certainly a really, really nice way to automate your content, okay? And so that's where we're at here. If you want to automate content to your blog and do it fast, then Article Forge is for you. You can do the post scheduler, okay? And so you could go to Answer the Public, get a nice long list of keywords, put them into a text file or an Excel sheet or something like that, import them into the post scheduler, and then you tell it how long you want those articles to be, how frequently you want a post, if you want 1 post a day, 2 posts a week, 2 posts a day, whatever you want. And as long as you have Article Forge integrated with your WordPress website, it'll just automatically post those to you, for you. And so you could have content. I mean, if you upload 60 keywords into the post scheduler and you say, I want 1 new post a day, you would have content done for the next 60 days, completely hands off. Now, you may want to go back in and edit them and make them a little nicer, but it's pretty awesome, right? They have an API that it integrates with and a really good help center. So there we go. It's done. Let's see what it looks like. And so as we scroll down, dog collar with tracker, you can see the different information about some different types of dog collars and what you can. And so it added our video, right, at the bottom. And adding a video, I think, is important because these are YouTube videos. That helps with Google ranking because Google owns YouTube, and videos are important, right? Sometimes it didn't add an image, right? I asked it to, it didn't. Sometimes that happens. No big deal. I'll add my own image. And then I just hit save, okay? I like it. And then this is what you can do with it. You can export it as a text file, HTML file, as a PDF, and if you're connected to WordPress, you could have it post to your WordPress. You can edit it. You can edit it in here right now if you'd like, and then save it again. I usually just take the HTML and hit copy and put it up on my own site, okay? And so that's how you can get content written super fast. It wrote that, it's probably going to be close to 800 words, I imagine. I'm going to use Word Hero to add some more content through a blog intro and a blog conclusion. So that article will probably be close to 1,000 words when it's done. And I could have had it written a longer article if I wanted. So it did it super fast, and I can integrate Article Forge with my WordPress website and automate the content to your blog. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. Now, this is, I think, what a lot of people have probably been waiting for. Here we are. Let's see some proof. Does AI-generated content for blogs actually work? Does it actually get your content to rank? Okay? So let me go into Google Search Console. And in my Google Search Console account, you'll be able to see, this is over the past 3 months. This is one of my new sites. I started it back in, April, end of April, or maybe beginning of May, so just a couple months ago, and you can see it was getting some pretty nice impressions. Google did a major update, which is what crashed it, but then you can see it's just taken off, okay? And on this site, to be honest, this is a second dog site I have. I have not posted content probably in close to a month, okay? This might have 15 articles on it. And you can see I'm starting to get some clicks. I'm starting to get some nice impressions. It's starting to really ramp up very nicely. And you can go down here, you can see the keywords, right, that it's getting impressions for. Now, the average position isn't very good. You know, I'm down on page 8, but that will improve as this improves. So let me go to my other dog site, and you can see, you know, same thing. I started this one earlier, so again, the end of April. And again, it was doing pretty well, and then the big Google, and it went, you know, kind of rebounded a little, and then crashed again, but now really starting to take off again and really starting to get some clicks coming through finally. But that is the key with a blog. It takes time. This is not immediate. You're not going to get rich overnight. This is a long-term play. Now again, you know, I'm averaging still, you know, fairly down, probably page 8-ish, 7 or 8 for most of my content, but that will improve with time. Now the other thing I like to point out is Bing. Here we are over in Bing. Obviously not as big a search engine as Google, but you can get some nice traffic. Okay, this is the one website in Google, and it's the same website results in Bing. Now you can see in Bing, my pages were not getting indexed for quite a while. I'm not sure why, I don't know what happened, but then all of a sudden Bing just picked them up, okay? And you can see, you know, getting some decent impressions and some clicks, and you know, I've made some sales on Amazon from products that I'm promoting on the blog, and I know they came from Bing because if you look down here, this keyword, you know, it ranks in the first position on Bing, and the purchase on Amazon was for dental chews for dogs. So I'm pretty confident it came from Bing. So don't count out Bing. You make sure you submit your sitemaps to Bing, make sure you submit your links to Bing, and as well as to Google. Don't rely only on Google. So now, a little bit more proof. Here I am. I'm in a incognito window. Okay, just want to make sure you can see that because that way it won't affect our search results. And if you remember, you probably saw these two keywords. These are the two keywords right now that are doing the best for me. So let's go and put that keyword into Bing and see where we're at. So if we look at Bing, the results, you know, this is an ad, this is an ad. That one is not an ad, but then boom, here I am, right? These are my websites, and both of them come up right there for this keyword. So can you rank? Yes, you can. Here I am on the first page of Bing in the, you know, again, if we get past the ads, that's not an ad, I don't think. Maybe it is. But anyway, you know, either first and second or second and third position on the first page of Bing for this keyword. Now, the other keyword right now that is doing fairly well is this one, best plush dog toys for aggressive chewers. And we're going to go to Google for this one. We're still in incognito. And if I put that in, what you'll see is it's not going to be on the first page. And it's probably not even going to be on the second page. I don't think it's gotten there yet. Let's take a look. I don't think it has. Yeah, it's not. But usually it ends up, yeah, right there. You know, the very top of the third page, okay? Which for an article that's only been online for 2 months is really, really pretty darn good, okay? And so again, I know this is a long play. It's going to take time. I'm in it for the long haul, but I just want to show you it works. You can get content ranking. You can get impressions showing up in the search results. You can get clicks. I've made, you know, a few sales on Amazon, nothing to get super excited about, but I'm building traffic, I'm building clicks, and soon I'll be able to monetize with either Google AdSense or I think I might go with the Zoic ads. But this, you know, it does work. It does work. So I'll leave a link for Article Forge in the description box down below if you want to take a look at it. The pricing it's actually very reasonable. They do give you a free 5-day trial. And I would say take advantage of it and then go crazy for those 5 days. Just crank out articles. You can use them, right? I mean, they're free. I think you're able to download them. I think you get full access. And then if you decide to go with it, now these are the yearly prices compared to monthly, right? So you save about 50% by getting a yearly plan. I have the standard plan, which is 250,000 words per month. And if I'm writing, if I'm having Article Forge write 1,000-word articles, that means I could write 250 articles a month. Now, the basic is probably a really good plan to start with. 25,000 words a month is a lot, okay? And, if you're having 1,000-word articles, you could put out almost an article every single day on this plan. And now, the other thing is, this is actually unique content. In my other videos, if you want to look at those, I've shown where I pulled up Copyscape, I put the content in, and it passes Copyscape perfectly, okay? No issue. So, again, I'll leave a link for Article Forge down below. I'll keep putting out more videos as I progress with my blogs and just keep you up to date on how I'm doing. And I hope you found this video helpful as we talked about how to get the keyword ideas, how to write the content fast, how you can automate content through Article Forge, and we had some proof that this AI content actually does rank. Thanks so much for watching. Give a thumbs up if you like it, and please subscribe so you can keep up with more content as well. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it.